Okay, so I'm reading to you guys from this app that I found. It's called Ethical Hacking, and I don't really know what it is, but like it gives you like all these different little miniature courses that are about like anywhere from like a minute and a half to 5 minutes of reading material, and then you read through it, it times it, um and then you complete whatever the miniature course. I don't know what happens, like I don't know what you get out of it. I mean, I'm not sure, like I don't think it's like accredited for anything, but it is interesting. So, right now I'm at footprinting through social network sites, and I thought that this would just be some informative information for people to know that, I mean, everybody probably already knows this by now, but I know I didn't know it by any time. I knew it way too late, because, yeah, 2015. I've had like gang stalking, mob stalking, like literally like following me in stores and just running amok on me. I've had them run amok on me, like the same way they ran amok through the Nixon collect or elections and all that running amok, going around like getting opposition information about your opponent and then using it to like hurt them or whatever, you know. And I mean, accessing my medical documents. That's how, like, it is. Oh, and like wanting me to commit suicide. Like, they literally wanted me to commit suicide. I was at the hospital, and the nurses that were looking at me, like, when I was like basically dying because I overdosed on a bunch of pills, were standing there looking at me and smiling like this. It was up here at the Marshalltown Hospital. Yeah, it was. When coronavirus happened? Okay, it was about January 24th, anywhere between like the 22nd and the 25th of January 2021, right before the coronavirus. That incident, yeah. Like I took a bunch of pills. I went to the hospital. An ambulance took me, and I get thirsty and everything if I take too much Seroquel because I've done it before. I always try to kill myself. So anyway, it's because I'm being like electronically harassed. I didn't know what's going on, but now I'm above it and I realize, okay, these are just a bunch of losers with nothing better to do. And they might call me a loser because my job isn't following a red dot of somebody I don't know in my phone and stalking it to death. Because that's what they do. And that's government paid people paid by a government, not a private corporation, not a personal enemy, not a disgruntled employee, a government fucking ran like COINTELPRO. No, I'm not Martin Luther King. No, I'm not that important. But I don't know. I do have a loud mouth. So, anyways, let's move on since it's already been 3 minutes into this. Hopefully, I'll fast forward. Social engineering is a term used for a broad range of malicious activities accomplished through human interactions. It uses psychological manipulation to trick users into making security mistakes or giving away sensitive information. I better look like this. Social engineering attacks happen in one or more steps. The perpetrator first investigates the intended victim to gather necessary background information, such as potential points of entry and weak security protocols needed to proceed with the attack. Then the attacker moves to gain the victim's trust and provide stimuli for subsequent actions that break security practices, such as revealing sensitive information or granting access to critical resources. So that's basically like a distraction, like distracting you. Social networking sites are the online services, platforms, or other sites that allow people to connect with each other and build interpersonal relations. Social networking sites are open to everyone. Attackers may take advantage of this to gather sensitive information from users, either by browsing through users' public profiles, by creating a fake profile to pose as a genuine user, which I know that's happened to me. Where like somebody's like posing as my daughter or something, or somebody that I know, and then they're clearly not. On social networking sites, people may post personal information such as a date of birth, educational information, employment background, spouses' names, and so on. Organizations often post information such as potential partners, websites, and upcoming news about the company. See, that's exactly what my daughter's stepmom and dad did to me. They scour my social network sites, and I guess she knew somebody who knew Danny, was Danny's nurse practitioner, my boyfriend, my current boyfriend. And this is my ex and his wife, or whatever, the stepmother of my children. Like, went and asked her, like, his nurse practitioner asked Danny if he was still using drugs and if he was seeing me because that my ex's new wife or whatever was asking about it. It's like, what the hell? Like, the last time I saw her physically was in 2009. Other than that, I've seen her in pictures with my daughters, and she's never had anything nice to say to me, and she's never tried to reach out to apologize or try to be cordial to get along for the girls. Instead, they just rather talk shit and then not confront me because they're a bunch of spicy chickens. You know? Spicy chicken. Okay. So, anyways, for an attacker, social network sites can be a great source of information about the target person or organization. The attacker can only gather the information that is posted by individuals. An example of footprinting through social networking sites can be finding someone on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and much more. Social networking is not only a source of joy, but it also connects people personally, professionally, and traditionally. Social networking platforms can provide sufficient information about an individual by simply searching for them. Searching for social networking or people or an organization brings much information such as a photo or target of the personal information or contact details. The profile picture can identify the target. The profile can gather personal information by using simple personal information. An attacker can create a fake profile by any user. The attacker can then connect the potential employees of an organization and then can ask to share confidential information like passwords, reports, etc. during casual chatting on social networking sites. Posts have locations, links, pictures, and other location information that helps to identify the target location. Timelines and stories can also reveal sensitive information by gathering information of interest and activities. An attacker can join several groups and forums for more footprinting. Furthermore, skills, employment history, current employment, etc. are information that can be gathered easily and used for determination of the types of business of an organization, technology, and platforms used by that organization. The people who are posting on these platforms never think about what they are posting. Their post may contain enough information for an attacker or a piece of required information for an attacker to gain access to their systems. Such as, oh, hey, I know your mom. Yeah, she went to school at Walnut Creek campus. Yeah. You think the government thought about any of this while Mark Zuckerberg had the grand idea to post all our personal information online so our old friends in high school could find us? I think high school reunions were plenty. So anyways, submit and collect 120 points. Have you guys heard of this clipboard health? If I was a CNA or an RN or a nurse, I would definitely be signing up for that clipboard health. Okay, moving on. The next one, website footprinting. It's a 4-minute read. Let's see how long it takes. I'm at 9 minutes. Website footprinting includes monitoring and investigating the target organization's official website for gaining information such as software used, versions of software's operating systems, subdirectories, database, scripting information, etc. This information can be gathered online services like netcraft.com or by using software such as Burp Suite, Zap Proxy, Website Informer, Firebug, etc. These tools can bring a ton of information like connection type, status, network information, etc. By getting this type of information, an attacker can examine source code, developers' details, file system structure, and scripts. Using websites such as netcraft.com can also help in searching for operating systems that are in use by the targeted organization. Go to the website www.netcraft.com and enter the target organization's official URL. The results bring all websites related to the domain of that organization, including an operating system information. If you enter a complete URL, it shows you an in-depth detail of that particular website. Another popular website for searching the detailed information regarding websites is Shodan, i.e. www.shodan.io. SHODAN search engine lets you find connected devices such as routers, servers, IoTs, and other devices by using a variety of filters. Go to the following: www.shodanio.com. Website footprinting using web spiders. Web spiders or web crawlers are the internet bots that are used to perform systematic automated browsing on World Wide Webs. Now, see, I know that there's something with mine, because I'll go and see, like, to my YouTube. I'll go to YouTube and then I'll go because I want to go check out my videos because I like to watch myself because I'm retarded like that. And I'll notice the history and I'll be like, I did not watch that. In fact, I remember specifically scrolling over that and I did not watch that. So why does it say I watched it? But anyways, so then I watched it just to see what it was, like, whatever. But I've had that happen multiple times. I've had crazy things on the internet happen. And, like, it is crazy to hear, politicians and people up there, the government, talk about worried about warheads and shit, but not telling the public, not nearly enough education besides get LifeLock, get McAfee, whatever, antivirus. No, there's like more things that you need to do than that to protect yourself. There's a lot of things like you need to just abstinence. Like, there is no condom, that can protect you from the AIDS that you can get from the fucking virus in your computer. They can totally ruin your reputation. They could totally give you brain disease, fucking brain worms, fucking change reality totally for you, like, to where you don't understand what reality is. And if they understand your life situation like they did mine, that I didn't know where